How are you?
It's Comic-Con.
It's Comic-Con.
It's awesome.
That time of year.
So we just got the announcement about casting is it Nia or
Nia Nall.
Can you tell us about the character or the decision to make it, because it means so much to so many people?
Oh my God. It means so much to us.
Yes, to be able to do it. You know, I mean, the show is all about representation and inclusion, and you know, we thought it was important that we, you know, show a trans superhero on television, so that the way things change is by seeing people represented on television. So we're excited to be able to do that.
But Nia Nall, I mean, first of all, we did a worldwide search for trans actors, and it took us a long, long time, and we hit the jackpot with Nicole Maines. She's an incredible actress. She's a real-life hero. She's a trans activist, has been since she was 14 years old. She's been honored by GLAAD. She is just an extraordinary person. So we're like over the moon that we found her. And the character of Nia Nall is the great grandmother of the Legion character from DC, Nora Nall, who was Dreamgirl. So Nia Nall is going to be Dreamer, and her superpower is that she dreams the future. And she's also going to be a cub reporter at Catco, and that's how she's introduced. And she worked as an intern for Cat Grant at the White House, so Cat sends her to Kara to mentor. And so it's just going to be tremendously fun and so meaningful to us. And as Robert said, our show is all about inclusion and you know, representation, and we feel so honored to get to tell the story.
Will we see more of Catco next season?
I mean,
now that we're done, because of the World Killer story, we kind of took us out of Catco in a big way. But one of the themes that we're talking about this season is what is stronger, hope or fear, and our villain this season is against. There's a new rise of anti-alien sentiment in the country that our villain is promoting this season. And so one of the journeys that Queller will have is she kind of, you know, it's a struggle for her because she represents kind of what the country is becoming afraid of. And so one of the things that she finds is that, you know, is realizing the power of the press and the power of the free press and speaking out about social issues. And so that, you know, she will, this is the season where Kara becomes as much of a superhero as Supergirl is.
And I know that you guys aren't really up to breaking down the crossover, but what can you tell us about how you think Kara's going to react to Batwoman?
Oh, well, I mean, we're excited to have Batwoman in the Arrowverse, but we haven't really sat down to talk about the crossovers. All I can really say is that's going to be a 3-part crossover with us, Arrow, and Flash.
And you haven't gotten there yet.
In response to some criticisms about fractured storytelling and maybe not focusing as much on Kara the last couple seasons, how do you plan to develop her character more going into season 4?
You know, I mean, I think that we always feel, you know, what's great about the show is that we have a wonderful ensemble. But you know, at the end of the day, we're always telling stories that propel the other characters' stories forward. But at the end of the day, we always feel that all roads kind of lead to Supergirl. So you know, I know, and we always approach it that way. You know, how either she's impacting the characters or how they're impacting her.
When you're talking about that over here stuff, feeding with the press, anti-alien sentiment, how much is that influenced by our current situation?
We've talked about this a lot. Superman, the comics from the late 30s and 40s, have always told stories about real-life issues, and Supergirl stands for hope, help, and compassion for all. So it's in the DNA of these characters to be champions of the underdog and reflect through the lens of superheroes stuff that people in the real world are dealing with, and we felt pretty strongly that we were off-world a lot last year. We were in Argo, rain brought us to all sorts of mystical places, and that this was a time we wanted to really get grounded, we wanted to be in Catco, and we wanted to tell these allegorical stories that, that we're all talking about all day and thinking about all day, and the divide, there's a lot of division in this country, and so we think we're a perfect show to kind of reflect, through the lens of superheroes, that type of divide in National City, and have maybe some wish fulfillment in how someone as hopeful and powerful as Supergirl could address them.
Thanks, guys. I have to take up.
Thank you.